Me.
Voice warmed up?
Think we're good.
And go then. Or not.
Episode Sweet 16. Do I need to do this? Did you laugh, Rosa? I'm trying to do my best, and you just laugh at me when I just like suck in a breath to get started.
It wasn't. It was just because as I went, or not, you went to start. Because I was like, hello, is she there? Is she starting the show, or am I doing this on my own?
I was meditating before my first word.
Okay, deep breath in. And go.
Do I need to exhale? Because I might pass out.
Yeah, I just said out and go. Like, breathe out and then go with the show start.
I can't understand you British people. I don't know what you're saying.
Just start the show.
Episode Sweet 16. I feel like we should be going 16 candles.
Don't even know what that song is. You're on your own with that one.
You don't know that classic 16 candles song?
16 candles? No.
Hold fire, as you always say.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm holding.
16 candles. Now it's showing me nothing but John Hughes movies. Hold on. 16 candles song. Aha, the Crests. Happy birthday, baby. Huh?
No.
You're so young.
Yeah, but you do like proper big sweet 16-y stuff in America. We don't.
You don't do sweet 16s?
Well, we do. They have 16th parties, but not to the extent that you guys do. I've watched that program, Sweet 16.
Oh, yeah.
You
get your friends together. Well, this was back in the 80s. I don't know how it is today, but because I don't remember Truman going to any Sweet 16 parties. So clearly here in Wilmington, North Carolina, it's not a big thing. But when I turned 16, it was me, 5 friends. We rented a ballroom. It was a formal. It was catered. There was a DJ, dance floor, limos, everything. Just what you did.
Yeah, we kind of go, there's the local village hall or whatever. Let's have a party or, It's not quite that extravagant. And I've watched a program where it's like, oh, you got a car, baby, for your 16th birthday. What?
No, I would have rathered the car than the Sweet 16 party.
Mom, I wouldn't work on a Sweet 16 here anyway because you can't drive at that age. So, that would be totally pointless.
How old are you when you drive there?
17. You get a provisional license and start learning at 17.
What? Oh, my God. We get a provisional. Yeah. Well, Truman starts driver's ed at 14 and a half.
That's insane.
And then 15, they get their provisional license. They get their learner's permit so they can drive with you in the car. And then 16, they can have their provisional license in which they can only drive some certain time in the morning to like 9 o'clock at night.
Right.
And then 6 months after that, they get their license. Like Truman now has his license that he can drive whenever, whoever, whatever.
Okay, but did he have to go and have like driving lessons and take a test?
At 14 and a half.
Oh.
And then at 15, he takes the test at the DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles, at the DMV.
Does he go out in the car and take the test?
Oh, yeah,
though,
both. You have to have the written and the driving test, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's at 15.
Yeah. At 14 and a half is when you get your when you start driver's ed and you start driving a car with the driver's ed teacher with you. So literally, there's 14-year-olds on the road with the driver's ed teacher next to him all throughout the roadways. Yes, at 14.
That's not right. That's absolutely not right. Over here, 17, you get, so ours is slightly different. Our provisional license basically means that you can start to have driving lessons and you can, oh, my computer's just bing, 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 to let me know that flights have been cancelled and an airline's gone into administration. Lovely.
Is that because it's dark and dreary and grey and raining or because of Brexit?
I don't know. I don't even know what company it is. I think I don't know, but yeah, they've gone into administration. Anyway, back to the story. Mm-hmm. So it's 17 over here. You get your provisional license, which means you can start having driving lessons and you can drive with an adult in the car who has had their driving license for I think they have to be over 21.
Yeah. Uh-huh. That part's similar, but yeah. No, kids get car. That's why Truman got a car when he was 16. He was saving for it for 2 years.
I know, that's insane though. So we basically 17, you can start having lessons and then you have to take your theory and your written test, and only when you pass both of those are you allowed on the road, and that's it. You've got your full license.
You see, this might be why Americans grow up too fast. Because we do things before everybody else, I guess.
Yeah. I think that's just 14. I don't think you're sensible enough to drive at 14. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't think you're clued up enough at the risks. Even if you're taught them at 14. I think that's crazy.
How old do you have to be to drink over there?
18.
See, y'all can drink liquor when you're 18. We're not supposed to be drinking liquor till we're 21 over here.
I love the way you say we're not supposed to be drinking liquor until that
come
age.
On. You go to college, you join a frat especially, or just whatever, and you can vote and you can be forced to go to war, but you can't have a screwdriver? Oh, for goodness sakes.
A screwdriver?
That's orange juice and vodka.
Oh,
yeah.
We call that vodka orange.
No, not a screwdriver. We got a name for everything. Oh, this ought to be in. Well, you can't know a lot of drinks. You don't drink.
I don't. I'd have to Google it. We can do this in one podcast.
We are gonna have.
I will get Google.
Oh, this is a whole nother podcast right here. This
we
will
could
be
do
fun.
it with Trish.
Yeah.
Trish will know everything.
Oh, Trish is a lush. Great, she'll know everything. Do you hear what you just said? I'm telling Trish you said that.
It's fine. She will totally understand why I've just said that. It's not a problem. We'll get her in Wheel of Friends and we'll compare drinks. Maybe that's what we could do there on Wheel of Friends.
We're good. We're so doing it. No, it's on. It's been done already in my mind.
We'll just have to hope she doesn't listen to this episode.
Sorry, no, episode 16 never happened. Just go straight to 17, Trish.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think it's time for the one and only life hack of the week because, these are working out so well for me.
Yeah, you're doing well with them. Me, not so much, but it's fine.
You're a little preoccupied, to be honest,
I know. Still no further forward, so we're just, Let's just move on from house talk, because it's still just as stressful.
So, all right, lady, give me your best life hack.
Okay, so I'm hoping that you guys have them and you're going to understand what I'm talking about when I try to explain this.
What we have here is a failure to communicate. Okay, go ahead.
This American-British thing. Jeez, too confusing.
Lost in translation.
Literally. So, when you have key rings on your keys and you've got the little silver bit that you have to pin open to get a key on.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And you break a nail every time.
Do you?
Oh, it's making me get goose pimples. Just thinking about. I've got a real thing about fingernails. People cutting nails by. It literally makes me. It just makes me go goose pimples. I can't stand it. So even talking about it and thinking about opening it to get a key on, it's just. Anyway, you get the staple removers. So they're kind of like a little clamp that you hold in your hand with teeth on each side, kind of like a pair of pliers, but it's specifically designed to take staples out of pieces of paper.
Yeah, it's a staple remover. Yeah.
Yep.
Got it.
Use one of those to pinch it open to make it easier to put the key on and not break a fingernail.
Okay.
I think that's good. That's just saved me a lot of moments in my life.
I never had an issue with those things. This is hilarious. All right.
Oh. It's like nails, bending your nail back in it because you're trying to get your nail in. I can't even talk about it anymore. Move on. I'm literally goosebumps from head to foot right now. I can't cope talking about it.
All right. Would you like me to go now since you need something to get your mind off of it?
I would, but can I quickly say something else?
Absolutely.
We say that our phones can hear us, and I said about it in an earlier episode.
What do you mean?
About how you talk about something and it's your phone picks it up.
Oh, yeah.
Trish has literally just messaged me.
Who? What?
Trish literally just messaged me.
What did she say?
I don't know, bear with me.
Is she saying, hey, when can we get together? I want to do the Wheel of Friends.
She's also buying a new house. And if we get the houses in the areas we want, she's decided we need to do games night. So she's messaged me going, oh my goodness, I'm in what's going to be my new local pub. And Thursday night is quiz night. Oh, yes.
I want to go visit Trish now.
We're having games night once a week when we've both got new houses. Because if we get where we want, we're going to be closer to each other.
You need to put me on WhatsApp video and I want to play like I'm there. Just
okay,
prop the phone up and I'll be like, it's B! The answer's B!
No, because you'll be too good.
If I'm on your team, it's a good thing.
Oh, yeah, that's a fair point.
Work with me. Come on.
Okay. Only if you're on my team. I'm not going against you. Not going against you. Anyway, I'm sorry. We digress somewhere else, as always. Yeah. Back to your life hack.
Man, I feel like there's just so much like animosity and jealousy always in this this podcast. It just God.
Makes it a good podcast though, right? Be boring if there was just pure love.
I guess so. I guess so. Okay.
I do love you though.
That's what matters. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, so are you ready? Now that it's still cold season, okay? And you still got your sweaters and you got your little buttons. I guess this applies to any season, though. So they had something really cool. What I hate more than anything is when a button falls off and you're like, oh, got to put this button back on.
Yep.
I don't know why that drives me crazy. It's not hard to put back on. I mean, you say, honey.
It's just a pain.
You put your pants down and you say, hey, can you put this button back on for me? Sure. 2 weeks later, I might get to him. You know what I mean? But so we need to prevent this from happening in the first place. So my life hack is great. All you have to do to keep buttons from falling off, whether it's a sweater, pants, shirts, whatever, is to paint a bit of clear nail polish over the threads of the dang button. And apparently,
Really?
it strengthens the threads on top of the button. They just don't fall off.
That's amazing. Does it come off in the washing machine though?
No, because it's like it's nail polish.
I know, but if it's going on like plastic,
No,
that's good.
but it's not even. It's plastic, but it's also the threads. So it's bonding to the threads.
I quite like that. That's like ladders in your tights, isn't it?
Ladders in your tights.
Ladders in your, what do you call them? Stockings.
Ladders in your stockings.
You know when like your stockings or your tights, they pull and you get a little ladder in it?
Oh, you call it a ladder?
What do you call it?
That is the cutest thing ever. Oh my gosh.
What do you call it?
We just call it, I got a run in my stocking.
Oh no, we call it I've got a ladder.
You got a ladder. It makes more sense. It kind of does look like a ladder.
It does look like a ladder and you put nail polish on it.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to stop that. But then
It
you realise
does.
that you go for a wee and your tights stuck to your leg. Been there, done that. True story.
Well, Lauren, I know you got something up your sleeve. You always do. You always find these brilliant nuggets of little useless pockets of information. So go ahead, give us a
Literally
random fact.
useless. So your random fact for today is a sheep, a duck, and a rooster were the first passengers in a hot air balloon in 1783.
I so did not need that in my life right now.
You're welcome. I guess they were like, that's not really good, is it? Because they were like, let's test it with the animals before we put a human in it. That's not good.
I kind of don't like this person who sent them up there. I'm a little disgruntled already.
It's kind of cool though, because they did safely land, so there's no need to panic. They did safely land. And can you just imagine seeing a hot air balloon with like, meh, whack, whack.
They
And I don't know
were
what noise a rooster
freaking
makes.
out, I'm sure.
I don't want to make a rooster noise. Can you make a rooster noise? Oh, that was a good rooster noise.
Thanks.
And mine would have sounded nothing like that. That's random and useless, and somehow quite satisfying. So, Sheila, I think it's time to spin the wheel of friends.
Oh, and I'm hoping, man, we can change things up. I'm hoping that your friends from the UK are finally going to get on board this game.
Well, they're on the wheel, but I can't predict where it's gonna land.
As long as it's not Old Man Johnson. So go ahead and spin it, baby. No, Old Man, no, it's Hannah! Oh,
Hey!
Finally, someone from across the pond and by Magical Podcast, by golly, $10 says she's walking through your door, Lauren.
She is. She's not walking through yours. She's not made it that far, but she's made it this far.
Hey, Hannah, how are ya?
I'm good.
I said, what were you doing before you magically popped into Lauren's flat?
Well, we've been out, we've had a cuppa, we've done a bit of shopping, and just ready to have some fish and chips for tea.
Woohoo! All right, well, we better get this game started. So, normally we're always saying, hey, what's that British lady saying? But I think the roles are going to be reversed, right, Lauren?
Yeah, so it's going to be, what's that American lady saying? Do you like the way I called you a lady?
Yeah, I'm no lady, but thank you. I'm never a lady, but I'm a whole lot of woman. All right, so I guess it's my turn to name a few things and see if she knows what the heck I'm talking about. So are we ready to play?
We are so ready to play the Wheel of Friends. Are you ready, Hannah?
I'm ready.
Okay, number 1, Hannah.
Mm-hmm.
The word is tic-tac-toe. How about another round of tic-tac-toe?
What's tic-tac-toe over here?
I have absolutely no idea.
Think about a game you can play with paper and pen.
And let me add
Hangman.
another sentence to this. How about another round of tic-tac-toe? Sure, but I want to be the kisses.
Ah, I got it. Noughts and crosses.
Yay! Did we just make that easy? I feel like that was the hardest one we're going to do, and we've just made that really easy.
Game over. All right. The word is tennis shoes. You better put on your tennis shoes before you do that.
Trainers.
Hey!
Hey! See, you made that really easy. I'd have said sneakers.
Do you know what sneakers are?
They got to be trainers as well, surely.
Yes, they are.
Oh, she'd have known anyway.
She's been to the States. She has an advantage.
She spent like 2 weeks with you, Sheila. She knows all the lingo.
All right, number 3. If I were you, I would cross the street only at the crosswalk.
That is zebra crossing.
Oh! And let
Oh.
me just compliment you on how you say zebra. I just love it.
Zebra. Yeah, we're zebras over here.
Zebras all the way.
Okay, you know, it should be zebra. I'm looking at it, and there's no double E in it, so no, it should not be zebra. However, yep, us Americans, zebra.
Zebra.
All right, are we already on number 4? For God's
Yeah.
sakes.
It's going far too quick when they get it right, doesn't it?
All right. Here we go, Hannah Banana.
I got it.
The word is period.
Full stop all the way.
I didn't even get to my sentence. For goodness sakes,
Didn't even let her have a moment.
Sorry, Sheila.
If I'm honest, I thought that might be the one that might stick her a little bit as well. Thought she'd be thinking
No.
like, lady stuff and thinking this is awkward. Where's this game gone?
All right, number 5. Popsicle. It's hot outside. How about we get a popsicle?
Oh, well, ice lolly.
God.
Got to be a strawberry one, though. None
Okay.
of this citrus stuff.
Okay, first of all, that is the cutest thing in the world that you call it an ice lolly. Oh my gosh, that's freaking adorable.
Yeah, ice lolly.
Ice lolly.
I think I like the way you guys say lolly. I mean, that's just freaking
Lolly.
adorable.
Thing is, when we talk to you, I just want to go lolly.
Lolly.
Like we automatically try to say it like you.
So what do you call a lollipop?
As in a lollipop, as in a candy lollipop.
On a stick.
Yeah, we call it a lollipop.
Oh, all right, last one.
Final one, can she
Okay.
get all 6?
No pressure.
If you are going to turn left, you better put on your blinker. What is blinker?
Indicator.
Dang it!
Yeah!
We're never having you on the game Wheel of Friends again. It's too easy.
We need to have her back and make it harder. 'Cause I feel like the sentences were really kind as well, though,
They
Sheila.
were too. All right. So thank you so much, Hannah, for playing the Wheel of Friends. Next round, look out. It's on.
Thanks for having me.
So
Thanks,
on
Hannah.
next time.
All right, Lauren.
All right, Sheila.
I think it's time.
Every time it's like you pause and I feel like I have to go, all right, Sheila.
Oh, that was good. Oh, that's
Was
good.
that better? Sorry, back to the point of this.
In the box you go. All right.
Go on, can you say it the way you say it, though?
I don't think I can right now. I can't stop giggling.
Okay, what are we confessing?
Well, since we're being childish, we might as well continue down this route. I think we need to be talking about some of the best classic games as children, because 2 weeks ago, I was putting in some sweet potatoes in the oven, right?
Yep.
And then I'm like, this is my new oven. What I better do is put a sheet of Reynolds wrap, aluminum foil at the bottom in case these potatoes drip, because they always end up dripping. The sweet potatoes always freaking drip.
Okay.
And as I was doing it, I was doing it so carefully that the first thing that came to mind was bzzz. And I'm like, what did I'm like, oh, like I didn't even register what the bzzz was. And I realized in my mind, I was playing the adult version of Operation with
Loved that game.
real life consequences.
Literally used to love that.
I know. And I was like, there's no red nose here, but I will have a red mark on my thumb with 3rd-degree burns. So I'm like really carefully, that because the oven was already 450. And of course, I wasn't smart enough to do it before the oven was on.
Obviously.
So yeah. So here in my mind, I'm
Sheila's
like,
not good at everything. Sheila did everything.
what's wrong with you?
Sorry, carry on.
So it reminded me of classic board games. And I'm like, man, I love me some board games. I mean, my God, Life, Sorry, Trouble, Candyland, Clue, Battleship. I'm like all of the, but Uno, whatever. I just love card games and board games so much. So I wanted to ask you what your favorite childhood board game was.
I think it was probably Game of Life.
Life, yes!
You know when you used to have a little car and you went round the board game and you picked up a partner and then you put the little pegs in for the children?
Exactly.
I used to love that. I think it was because you were young and it was like, this is what my life's going to be like. And then the reality is nothing like that at all. But in the game, I thought at that age, it was just going to be this fairy tale life.
Yeah, but you didn't always end up with the fairy tale life. That's what was
I did. I was good at Game of Life.
Oh, here we go. So, Beth, but that was the best part of it. It's like, oh, I don't want to be in an apartment. Come on, let me be in a mansion. Let me be in a mansion. Because you never knew what the outcome was. And literally, it's funny. You and I have both, our favorite board game is Life. We both have the same choice.
See?
Yeah.
Meant to be.
I know.
We're so on tune with everything. Everything in our lives. Getting married, getting engaged, buying houses, board games, everything. We're just like on tune with each other.
Dude, yes. My other favorite was Sorry. I loved playing Sorry.
I don't remember Sorry.
In Britain, it's probably like apologies. So
Don't think we had a game saying apologies either, to be honest.
I don't know. Basically, you had it was 4 corners. You had 4 different colors. You had these 5 things. You had to go up the board. And if something happened, sorry, you had to go back to start, It's one of those things.
I don't remember that.
And then they had, was it Perfection? Where they had a timer and you had to put things in the pegs in the certain holes. And if you didn't do it in time, the whole board went pop and everything flew out.
Oh, was that?
It's called Perfection?
Oh, no, I don't know. I'm just thinking of one where you used to have the dice in the dome in the middle and push it.
That's Trouble. That's Trouble.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't think we called it Trouble. I don't know what we called it.
It's Trouble. There's only one game of Trouble. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Is it Perfection? Oh, and you know what else I loved? Mousetrap. But I hated setting it up. I couldn't set up Mousetrap.
Oh, such a pain
Yes.
to set it up.
But if your parents set it up for you and then you got to play, it was the best game ever.
Did you ever used to have Buckaroo?
Buckaroo. No, I know of it, but I didn't have it.
The donkey, and you used to
Yes.
hook stuff on it, and all of a sudden it'd be like, Buckaroo! And it would, its bum would go in the air. It never actually said it like that. I think that's just how they said it on the advert.
Right.
Unfortunately, the toy didn't make that fantastic noise that I just imitated.
Yeah,
right
they
there.
should have, because I would have bought it. All right, hold on. Perfection? Is it Perfection? Yes, it is Perfection.
I don't.
Oh my gosh. And this was like a friend had it. I never had it, and I always wanted it, but I never got it. And now, my God, it's only $14.99 on eBay. This is beautiful. So, yeah, they have all these shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. So 25 spaces and a timer, okay? And then you have to get all of the shapes in their little boxes. Like there's a half circle, a circle, an X, whatever. Get them all in, all 25, or the thing just pops. It's by Milton Bradley. Who is this Milton Bradley? Because this person is an absolute freaking genius, and it just made my life, as a child, my childhood complete. Absolutely complete.
I don't know what you're talking about still.
Milton Bradley! Milton Bradley is the maker of all these toys, like Hasbro.
What's the game called?
Perfection.
Perfection. Right, bear with me. I'm searching it because I have no idea what you're talking
and then
about.
Milton Bradley Games, they did Operation Battleship, the game of life. You should know Milton Bradley. They invented life.
Oh, I kind of know what you mean, but I don't think I had it.
And then, Twister. Oh my gosh, I was
Oh my gosh,
queen.
Twister.
I was the queen of Twister.
Of course you were.
I was a gymnast.
Exactly, so you could bend in every way possible. Sheila won Twister every time.
And then Jenga. Oh my God. Mom and I did life-size Jenga in Puerto Rico. And we had so much fun. She kicked my tail at Jenga.
Go on, Mum.
It was amazing. We just went to Senior Frogs and got like yardsticks. I don't know what the hell was in it. It was lots of liquor. And we're both holding on to this 3-foot drink playing life-size Jenga over at the Senior Frogs there by the cruise ships.
Basically, you were more drunk than your mum, so she beat you. Is that what's
No,
happened
she
here?
just, no. I'm telling you, my mom and your mom are getting together October
It's gonna be a
2020.
nightmare.
Yeah, it's going to... We're not going to get them separated. They're going to be the best of friends. I'm telling you. Darlene and Leslie. It's going to be like Laverne and
It's going to be like
Shirley.
a new sitcom. Who
Yeah.
needs Frankie and Grace? Darlene and Leslie, don't worry about it.
And they're just going to be drinking the whole time.
I love it. And by the way, whilst we're talking about board games, I found the board game Trouble that you're talking about.
Yeah.
It is the same as what I was thinking, but we call it Frustration.
Oh, well, yeah, just it's about the same. That's about right. It's probably
Yeah.
more accurate, actually, in your head.
Yeah, probably when I play it, it's pure frustration.
Oh, this is really going to show my age because it was a 70s thing, but I don't know if they still had it in the 80s. Did you have fashion plates?
Yes, where you used to like scribble over the top and draw like the
Yes!
fashion. I loved that.
God, me too. And
Amazing.
I don't know why I liked it so much because I was such a tomboy, but that was like the very small amount of girl in me growing up. That was it. I loved doing fashion. It was so much fun.
I loved that. You know, when you think you'll be a fashion designer and then once again reality hits. Childhood, seriously. They just make you think everything's going to be great and then the reality of life smacks you in the face. Okay, Sheila, let's tell everyone something good.
Oh, Lauren, are you going to talk about the baby chihuahua?
I am. And do you know what? I need to start by saying something else. I was talking to Callum. We're looking after Jeff. You know my sister's dog, Jeff?
Oh, is it that time already?
April. So she messaged and was like, so now you've bought a house, you'll be in there by April, so can you look after Jeff for 4 days? That was, I think, the first message after we'd bought a house.
Of course.
And Callum went, I'm cool with that, Lauren. He said, but there's lots of red kites where we live and they're really, really big. And Callum said, I've just got this fear that, like, Jeff is so tiny, a red kite could grab it. Like, he said, I'm going to be paranoid, like, watching him in the garden. And then
Hold on for 1 second. What's a red kite?
It's a big bird.
Oh, okay.
It's like this really, think like a hawk. It's like a really big bird, and they're really popular in the Chilterns. So there's, and when we've been and looked at the house we're hopefully moving into, there's loads around. There's loads where we live at the moment as well.
So what I'm saying is I think you're going to need about a 70-pound dog, Lauren.
Yeah, anyway. We're not having one. Just a little one. But Callum was just talking about it and said, that really worries me. Like, can you imagine? How would we explain that to the kids? And I was like, seriously, let's not even go there. And then I've got this big thing at the minute that your computer and your mobile phone can hear what you're saying. Big thing about it. Then this story comes up on my computer when I was trying to find a Tell Me Something Good story. Spooky, because here's the story. This is about a baby chihuahua that is looking for a forever home after being dropped from the sky by a hawk.
Oh my gosh.
The puppy was dropped on a construction site last month and was found by the construction workers in Austin who heard the dog yelping and began to search the site to try and find the distressed animal. Now, they realised that the cries were actually coming from above them in the sky.
Whoa.
Yeah. Soon after, though, they did spot the dog who had been clutched in the claws of the hawk that was flying overhead, and they found him on the ground. So he'd been dropped by the hawk.
Oh my God.
No, here's the good bit, though. He was rushed to the local vet, and thankfully, his injuries weren't too bad. So he was okay, and he was then transferred to the Austin Animal Center in Texas. And after they couldn't locate the owners, I love this. This is what they named him. They named him Tony Hawk after the famous skateboarder. And they gave him a Superman sweater.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
I know, but this story's gone everywhere. So how have the owners not realised by now that, like, this story's everywhere? How have they not found their dog?
Oh,
But
I don't know. Well, if he's a puppy, I wonder if he was part of a litter.
yeah, maybe. It's just quite sad when you see the pictures. He is quite cute, and I'm not a dog person. But
Yes.
as you can imagine, when the story went viral, everyone wanted to adopt him, and the centre was bombarded with adoption requests for the adorable 6-week-old Chihuahua.
6-week-old Tony Hawk.
Yeah. And Jennifer from the centre said, we've got some really amazing families to choose from for him, but we hope that people will still come in and adopt some of the other pups that we've got at our shelter that are still looking for their forever home. She also added, he's doing great now. He's definitely happy and healthy. He loves being around people and playing with toys and doing all things that a regular puppy loves to do.
Man, and we have that fear here. My next door neighbor, John, he's got a weenie
Yeah,
dog.
I've
He's
seen
got
it.
little Oscar. Yeah, and so, literally, there is a hawk that sits on top of our Harley hut, and then sometimes he perches right at the top of his little gazebo thing. So he is like sitting in our yards just waiting. And I'm like, oh my God, if Oscar might be a little too heavy, but he's still tiny. It'd take a heck of a hawk, but he could probably do it,
I know, it's scary, isn't it?
God,
Jeff is
that
tiny.
Just crazy.
So it could happen
Yeah.
to Jeff. Like,
He probably weighs less than 10 pounds, little Jeff.
yeah. So I'm a little bit paranoid about looking after him in April, to be honest. We're going to be on, like, dog watch. If he goes in the garden, somebody's sitting in the cold in the garden with
Leash.
him.
It's a tethered to your ankle, I'm sure he already has a home because this was, a few weeks ago?
Yeah, it was. So apparently they put him into a
Yeah.
foster home for a little bit because he was too
Oh,
young
that's
to be
great.
adopted. But hopefully by now he's found a family, hopefully.
And then hopefully a lot of other dogs got homes too because of that story. So that's great.
Exactly.
All right, you know what we're going to do, Lauren? In honor of Tony Hawk, the Lauren and Sheila Show is going to give a donation to one of our favorite no-kill shelters and awesome rescues. We are going to make a donation to Paw's Place, like right now. How does that sound?
Love it.
All right.
I love it. I like Paw's Place. Let's do it.
All right, we're doing it. Oh, man, that's how you end on a high note, girl.
I know. All this feel good, sharing the love. I love it when we share the love as we bring the show to a close.
It's what we do, baby girl. It's what we do. Thank you so much. I guess we're going to see everybody next Monday. You have a great, awesome week, Lauren.
You too.
And you, listeners, you fabulous, wonderful people, have a great week, too. We'll see you next time from The Lauren and Sheila Show.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to The Lauren and Sheila Show. A new episode every Monday. Music was licensed by Ben Sound. Find our podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, Apple Podcast, YouTube, and Google Play Music, and at laurenandsheilashow.com. Want to talk to us? Find us on Facebook at The Lauren and Sheila Show, on Twitter and Instagram at Lauren and Sheila. Leave all good comments on any of our social media platforms. All negative and hateful comments, you can send them right to hell. Want to become a new and improved amazing person? Sponsor our podcast. Email us at laurenandsheilashow@gmail.com. Thanks for tuning in as we ponder across the pond with The Lauren and Sheila Show.